I'm 24 years old and I live in Springfield, Missouri. I go to a Christian liberal arts school. I'm a senior social work student and I have a girlfriend that I've been dating for 8 months.
My name's Andy and I've known Julia for 3 years. It's fun being with a vegan because she makes really good food and she's just exciting and full of energy. She's also, excited my awareness about animal rights.
She's shifted a lot more towards veganism and right now she eats mostly vegan. We always cook vegan together and she always makes me vegan treats. I've been vegan longer than I've been a Christian, but when I started incorporating faith into my life, there were definitely connections between my personal views of God and the way that I treat my body and animals. I believe animals are God's creation and they're meant to be respected and honored, and I don't think that just because we have more power that we have a right to take over the lives of other beings. When I started out vegan, I was very concerned with the suffering of animals and I knew that there was something wrong in the system, but I couldn't quite figure it out until I started reading animal rights literature and began understanding that as long as animals are used for profit, that their interests are not going to be looked out for, and animals exist for their own purposes. It's interesting, when I first went vegan 10 years ago, my parents were very concerned about my health and were very opposed to me going vegan, and now they admire it and they talk about wanting to make diet changes in their own lives. I don't think they're as motivated. Seeing my family eat meat, it's disappointing because I know that they could make better choices. I have a hard time understanding why someone would choose to continue eating animal products if it wasn't necessary. A lot of people think that being vegan is really hard and they think about all the things that I'm supposedly missing out on, but in actuality it's something that I enjoy doing. I don't go about being vegan thinking, what am I missing out on? What can't I eat? Actually, there's a whole world of vegan foods out there that I can eat. For me, it's been really easy staying vegan, and I've never looked back and thought and wished that I didn't go vegan. I would say when you start out on your vegan journey, I wouldn't start out obsessing over every ingredient and feeling like you have to know everything and do everything perfectly, but just learning as you go, and as you learn what an ingredient is, then adapt your lifestyle. If you're living in a place where you feel like there's nothing vegan at your school or there's nothing vegan in your area, I think a lot of people don't know that there are as many vegans as there are until you step up and talk to them about what a vegan is and encourage them to get more vegan options, because a lot of people just aren't aware that vegans are out there. So I encourage you to make yourself heard and seen in a non-confrontational way. I was surprised when I moved to Springfield, Missouri, how many vegans there are actually here. I grew up in Western Massachusetts and I didn't know very many vegans at all, but once I moved here, I quickly became involved in a whole vegan community. My roommates aren't vegan, but we still enjoy cooking vegan food together, and I go to a lot of social gatherings that involve food. My favorite thing about being vegan is getting a whole group of people together for a vegan potluck and being able to think about where my food came from with a clear conscience.